you're new here, hello! Welcome to my channel. I do makeup and beauty, cosplay, book stuff, fashion, all sorts of stuff like that. So if you like the sound of that, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos of mine. And to my loyal subscribers and followers, thank you so much for sticking around and keeping up with all the things that I do and post and everything. I really appreciate it. Let's get this little elephant out of the way. I changed my hair recently. I'm super obsessed with it and I'm super excited and I can't wait to do more makeup looks for you guys and bring out a ton more makeup tutorials too. So I'm working on those things and keep a lookout for those coming your way soon. It's the end of April, so that is crazy. The year's gone by so fast, I almost can't believe it. That means book wrap-up time. So if you guys want to hear my opinions and thoughts of the books that I managed to read during the month of April, then grab yourselves a cup of coffee or a drink or whatever you like and sit down and let's get into it. The first book that I managed to read is this one, An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I love this book. It was an interesting read. It's a different take on another fae type of story. I like the concept of a human being able to capture the essence of a fae person or a royal or any type of fae creature through painting. That was a whole new concept and I adored that idea, so congrats to this author for coming up with that. I loved reading this book and getting to delve into so much detail in all of the courts, in the fae courts that they had in this book. It goes into such great detail of how they're set out and how they look and the feel of them and everything, and that was amazing. Overall, it does have good quality, so I definitely recommend giving it a read. Basically, in a short cap version, it's about a human girl. She's got the ability to paint the true essence of a person or a fae creature or something, and in their village, she happens to get into trouble by painting the true essence and true emotions of a fae prince, which she did not know he was. So she gets into trouble and, well, they go into a lot of trials and battles and everything, and it's a really, really, really good story. So I definitely recommend picking it up and giving it a read if you like the fairies or fae type stuff. I rate this one 3 stars. The next 3 books are basically part of a series. I've only got 3 of the books, and I know there's a 4th one, which I will talk about soon. I will discuss these books separately, but these are the ones that I read. They are the Whispers of the Fallen book series by J.D.Netto. Okay, so let's delve into the first book. This one is Whispers of the Fallen by J.D.Netto. This one is book 1, and I want to say I grew to love this book and the other 2 books in the series. I grew to love them. At first, I was unsure. It started off a bit slow and I really thought that I wouldn't get into them, but it definitely captivated me, and there's so many twists and turns and trials and battles and so much stuff goes on in these books that you just have to keep on reading. You have to know what happens next. It's amazing, and I applaud the author for delving into certain stories and certain things that others would not. So he definitely knows how to write, that's for sure. I love these books. I love this trilogy, or I don't know if you could call it that, considering there's 4 books. I've only read the 3. I definitely need to pick up the 4th one, and I will be doing that as soon as it becomes available. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Yeah, it's a story about book bearers trying to prevent Lucifer from getting his diaries and opening them and everything like that. And it's such an interesting read. It's such an interesting story. I rate this book in general by itself. I would rate it 4 stars. It is definitely worth picking up. But upfront warning to those of you who are sensitive to gore or blood or guts or like depression or darkness or you know, anything sorrowful or stuff like that, I definitely recommend not reading it. Only because there's a lot, and I mean heaps, of gory scenes in this book and darkness and everything like that. But that being said, even though there are dark times in these books, there is also light, and that's a great metaphor, and that's something positive to take away from these stories. So if that doesn't bother you, then definitely worth reading. The second book in that series is called Rebellion. This is book 2, and I'm obsessed. Yeah, by book 2, I started being obsessed, not gonna lie. I genuinely, as I mentioned before, thought that I would not like this, but it captivated me, it snatched my heart, and it's amazing, and I love the read. Even though I don't like dark things, and I don't like gory stuff, but it was tolerable, and I got through it, and the characters spoke to me, and the whole story was just amazing, and it's so interesting and intriguing. And I love the courage and bravery of some of the characters that, even though they went through so much stuff, so much bad things, sorrow and heartache and everything, they still managed to find time to laugh, find time to smile, or just share a bit of joy amongst each other. And that I found inspiring and admirable. In this book, we get to meet a few of the other book bearers that are on the same journey as the main character in the first book, and their bravery and courageousness and their fear, and then getting through that fear it's all so inspiring and admirable, and I love that. And it's great that we get to meet all these different angels and stars and all these different kinds of creatures too. Some are bad, way bad, and then you have some really good ones. One of the book bearer characters, I feel like I need to do justice and bring her character to life because I'm obsessed. I just need to. She speaks to me in so many words, like I need to bring her to life, you get me? So keep an eye on my cosplay of her coming soon. I'm so excited and I can't wait, and I've already got so many ideas and plans for it. Her character is just so courageous and brave, and she's so powerful and inspiring, and so I need to bring her character to life. In general, this book as book 2 was amazing. Again, so many trials, so many battles, epic stuff, lots of blood and gore, lots of darkness, but also there was those little fragments of light that you get now and then, and that in itself is touching. So I definitely rate this book 4 stars too. The third book in this series is called Gathering of Shadows. This is book 3, and oh my god, this book pulled on my heartstrings so badly. Like, there were so many things that happened, and every page was just so captivating, and I just genuinely could not put it down, and I'm obsessed. There's so much I could say, but I don't want to give anything away. You guys definitely should read this book series if you're not sensitive to gore and everything like that. As I said, like countless times for each book, but definitely worth reading if you can get past that stuff. When these characters are faced with so much torture and death and sorrow and darkness, they still manage to carry on despite all of that stuff. They show courage and bravery, and I wholeheartedly admire that. And I applaud the author for just coming up with amazing characters and writing them in a way that is just admirable. I'm obsessed. I can't say anything about it except that the ending of this book, oh, I need the 4th book. So many of us in reality are going through dark times or have been through dark times. You just need to be brave, have courage, be hopeful, you know? And even if things scare you, just keep carrying on, because there is light in the darkness. There is always light in the darkness. You just need to be brave enough to see it. Overall, I love these books. Despite the gore and the darkness, I love these books, and I will definitely be picking up book 4, which is called Descent. The ending of this book, though, has left me with so many unanswered questions. I can't. I just can't. I need the next book. Like, I need it. I need it now. You get me? I hate that feeling, but oh well, what can you do? I rate this book series 4 stars. This book I rate 4 stars. Definitely worth reading if you can get past gory stuff. I definitely highly recommend picking this book series up, checking out J.D.Netto on Instagram, and if you haven't checked out the song by the author inspired by these books, then definitely check it out. I will leave the link for it in the down bar so you can go check it out. Heck, even put it on while you're reading this book series. It will entice you more and make you experience this story in a whole other level. So definitely worth it. And I definitely suggest picking this up. You definitely need to. I should stop saying definitely, but I just can't. I can't. I'm obsessed. Well guys, that's a wrap on my book wrap-up video for April. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that you guys pick up some of those books to read for yourselves. And if you have read any of those books, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. So don't be scared. Comment below. Let's have a chat. If you have any other book recommendations that you'd like me to hear about, or you'd like me to read and then give my opinions on, feel free to comment those down below as well. Any social media and anything else you need to know will be in the down bar as always for you guys to go check out, show some love, you know. Don't forget to like, hit subscribe, don't forget that little bell. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time.